I just come to drama and I feel like I'm just brilliant.
It's just a place where I've grown to belong. It's like family.
You do a lot of things you normally wouldn't do in school, like Shakespeare, and it helps you understand it a bit more.
We get plays all the time, so I love it.
It's something to get up for, if you know what I mean.
Open Minds Theatre Company makes me feel more confident on stage.
It's kind of like basically escape from everything else. It actually changed my life, actually.
It's an organisation that really spots talent, even before the individuals know they've got the talent.
You just feel kind of alive, like there's a spark inside of you that like just decides to come on when you're performing.
It's such an experience to be able to do stuff like this.
I started just before I went to secondary school. I'm 20 now, so I've been here quite a while. This small, crazy, like red-headed woman like bounced into my life. Yeah, she jumped in and shook me and said, "Right, be confident in yourself. You can actually do something."
I was in a new area and I didn't know where to go. I didn't have any friends. Went as a volunteer at Open Minds and everyone was so friendly.
I've been involved since, I would like to say, is near the very beginning. I met Steve Rogers to talk about on their first project, which is called Kashmir Project, which is to tell the story and the history and the life experiences of the Kashmiri Pakistani community in Rotherham. I realised very quickly I had a very natural ear for what Open Minds Theatre Company were trying to do. The idea was I would support the project, particularly in engaging and supporting Open Minds Theatre Company to know the history of the community, so it would help them to find people who live locally who'd be willing to share their life story with us.
My first contact with Open Minds Theatre Company was when Steve Rogers came to us when he was developing the Kashmir project. So our role was really to support him in the development of that and advocacy with the Arts Council in gaining funding.
I walked in on a meeting and there was this scary white guy with long hair who just looked at me and he said,
"That's Steve.
Can you act?" But I said yes, and since then I've done the Kashmir project, I did Othello, I've done all kinds of Shakespeare's, musicals, musical theatre, opera, I've even done opera, and I got into doing African drumming and then rock and roll and then drama and then storytelling, and it's completely changed my life.
We've done flash mobs, we've done different like dancing things, we've done singing things, acting things.
I'm really proud of what I've done. I've done 2 shows already, so I'm really proud.
My most favourite, definitely, production was Peter Pan that we did. It meant a lot to me that I got to play that part and do those things with it.
I remember when I had to play the Queen in a play that I did at the Crucible, and I remember looking at the audience and all I could see were people staring back at me, and I could feel their sympathy for me, and all I did was cry. But the audience helped me build on my character, and I gave the audience a message about how that character is feeling, and the connection that I had between me and the audience was so special that day. I couldn't believe it. At the end of it, I was like, drama needs to be my life.
And I come independent by myself, travelling independent, and I think that's a big achievement for me. It's a big step.
I wouldn't be very confident on stage if I didn't come here.
It's changed me into a different person. It's made me a lot more confident. It's also enabled me to like develop my acting skills in the sense that I can play different characters.
The company has brought to me, I think, more than confidence, but I think I've developed from that a love of drama.
Because they taught me that drama is fun and anyone can do drama, and that's helped me a lot.
Oh, my confidence is through the roof. I mean, I just love acting. Every week I come away from Life Act thinking, I didn't know that. I'll remember that from last week.
I mean, I've met artists and I've been able to learn from them as well, which is absolutely fantastic.
I don't think I'd have got half the jobs that I've had if I hadn't have had these confidence-boosting kind of skills. I like to feel a part of the youth theatre. I absolutely love them to bits. It's like one of the best parts of my week. I'm into my first year of my nursing training, and I feel as though I've got this confidence when I'm talking to people, but even talking to patients. It's like if somebody's really scared and you can act happy and you can reassure them, it's a performance that you're putting on for them, but it's making them feel so much better.
I've become more confident in the way I speak, not only in like plays but in like social life. I've got a ton of new friends.
It's also a place where you also get creative as well.
But we have to do exercises that make it more about how we feel and like putting our creative processes into it, like the way we move. It's not just routines being laid out for us. We think create and we think about what the movement means and signifies, and a lot of work goes into everything.
The projects I've been involved with Open Minds are the Shakespeare Festival, which I absolutely love. I volunteer there, and I'm also part of Life Act, so we've done performances such as Climbing the Matterhorn, which we've been at Rotherham Show.
We try and fight bullying in a way that, you know, to support people.
It is literally Open Minds. It's a big open box and it's everything in it. We will embrace you all.
I like Open Minds on a Tuesday because it gets my friends together and people, we don't have any issues at all.
People with disabilities can get bullied and can face kind of a lot of obstacles and barriers, but it's all about climbing these barriers and having as good a life as you can, even though you've got a disability. And it's also about dispelling stereotypes. We go into special schools and we go into mainstream schools. Kids who are not aware of disabilities can become more aware, and people can see us and see if we can do it. Well, there's no reason why they can't.
Open Minds Theatre Company has had a brilliant impact on some of our most disadvantaged communities in the borough, but right across the borough.
A number of children and adults of all abilities that have been able to take part has just been phenomenal. They've really raised the profile of the arts. They supported artists with their professional development.
We do drama, we do music, we do dance, we do musical theatre, circus skills, arts and crafts, but we actually enhance the curriculum using the skills that we have. For example, the Shakespeare project, that makes it much more interesting and much better for the kids.
The workshops they did were absolutely fantastic. I learnt a lot from them with warm-ups and various things that I've used in other contexts as well across the curriculum. We were so successful, the RSC came up to judge and chose our school to perform at the Courtyard Theatre in Stratford. And it was something I shall never forget, and those children will never forget.
Then out of grief. Oh, happy stagger. Their rust and let me die.
Feedback you get from some parents is that at school they never did Shakespeare, it wasn't for them, for example. And here we've got their 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever year olds doing Shakespeare and loving it and actually talking about it at home and bringing it alive for families.
Open Minds has really become integral to not just the creative life of Rotherham, but also the community life in Rotherham.
And my confidence was boosted massively because I was given a main part in a Midsummer Night's Dream as Puck. And I wasn't expecting that at all as a 7-year-old who'd only just never had any experience in drama before.
This will apply to them to say, you know, I can do this, I did Shakespeare and I didn't think I could do that. If I want to go on and be a journalist, if I want to go on and be a surgeon, if I want to go on and do whatever, I think it'll enable them to say, you know something, I'm good enough to do anything I want to do.
I felt after I'd done Shakespeare and one of the big parts in Shakespeare all the way through the play, I felt I could do whatever I had to in any production, any character.
I was a child at school who used to, you know, be really shy and not say anything at all, but now I've been on the stage and performing and I still can't believe it.
If I wasn't here, I wouldn't have so many brilliant friends.
I used to be all like alone and all by myself, just sitting on my Game Boy going.
Open Minds Theatre Company has had a massive impact on my life. Before I got with Open Minds, I was doing very, very little. So I was working in summer schools, and then I got involved the Shakespeare Festival through CAT, which was absolutely awesome. From then, I got introduced with Life Act, and it's been just a roller coaster from there. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Knowing that I can get up in front of a stage and know that I can affect a reader or somebody in the audience is amazing.
I'd 100% recommend anyone to come here. It's just what you want to do if you're interested in anything to do with performance.
when I came last Tuesday, one of the friends, Jamie, actually come and he made me a nice coffee, so that was quite welcoming, and I quite look forward to that, and I always get service with a smile.
It's nice to have a group of people around you where you can just be yourself, and they don't judge you for any decisions that you're doing.
Any bit of time I can give, I'm always here because I always want to keep myself busy. So it's opened a lot of doors for me, so thank you very much, Open Minds.
It's allowed me to discover who I am and how I work and what can make me work better and how I can influence other people.
I come to Open Minds Theatre every Tuesday, and if I didn't come, I don't know what I'd do.
Here's to another 10 years of success.